Everybody, welcome back with the Plapper. Platypus is the name, and this may look kind of similar to the last time you watched one of my videos, but if you'll notice here, there's a dragon there, and there's a few different things. So I have just cleared New Game Plus in this game, and I kind of wanted to talk about it really quick. I don't think it'll take too long, but this is basically because I've seen people ask about New Game Plus and what they think, yada yada blah blah. So I will be completely honest. The New Game Plus for me was New Game Plus I usually am not very into anyway. I only play New Game Plus every now and then when I really love the game. Like in Like a Dragon Infinite Wealth, I did New Game Plus. But I found the experience relatively disappointing as the game's difficulty. I think they plan for you to beat the game and then go directly into New Game Plus, maybe without doing side content. But the difficulty did not increase. I'm sure if you started as a level 1 character, it would be impossible, right? But given my power level at the end of the game, the difficulty basically did not increase. So I one-shot every single enemy in the entire game, besides ones that had multiple forced phases, and the final super boss. I have already defeated the super boss. It took me probably 4 attempts. That was the only fight that I noticed was harder, mostly because the super boss's speed was very fast. So my normal strategy, I kind of had to kind of manipulate my speed a little bit and get all my characters up closer to the 4,000 speed mark. Around there, and then, to make it work. But it was still not very hard. I basically just got it done in 10 minutes. So the overall combat was just a little bit too easy in the New Game Plus mode. Now, start to finish, I'm not joking. I'll admit, I played through it quickly. I wanted to get to the end game, so I skipped the cutscenes because I had just watched them all, and I beelined for the story. So you could consider it basically an amateur speed run. I beat New Game Plus in about 2 hours, from starting the game to beating the game plus the super boss. It took me roughly maybe 2.5 hours. In fact, I don't think I can look at it on my previous saves. It only goes back to 3:48 p.m. yesterday. That's a little under 24 hours ago. It might have been even faster than I thought. It might have been closer to an hour and a half. I think it was closer to 2.5 hours, and that's not quite all the saves. But it was a very short experience if you just go straight to the end and you know exactly what you're doing, which is understandable. Of course it is, right? I was expecting a little more resistance, but really there's no more power to be gained in this version of the mode. What you're able to get is more level 33 weapons way easier, and you're able to get more or any level 33 of the Pictos here, but you're already getting them at like level 31 in the main playthrough, so you're not getting that much more power. I guarantee, yes, there is power. I'm sure if I get like one of these speed ones that are specifically only speed, it's gonna feel insane. Let's go to Cheater. Where's Cheater at? I'll even do a couple fights here. Cheater is speed and health, but yeah, I'm sure if you get these up to level 33 that it is going to be stronger, but it was completely unnecessary. Now, you are able to go to New Game Plus again. However, it's not clear to me if this is New Game Plus Plus or if this is just another, new game, basically. Like, if it's just the same exact thing that I just did, but again. Let's go to camp really quick and just so I could show you. Plus, I could actually... you guys could see the star, that way you could prove it. Oh, don't worry about it. Blah, blah, blah. Ignore it. There might be spoilers here. This is New Game Plus. So we can go to New Game Plus again in this mode. So I don't know if this goes to New Game Plus Plus or not, or if it's exactly the same, to be completely honest. But let's go ahead and we just saved. And now I'm going to return to title screen just so you guys can see, basically, like when I load into the game, that this is a New Game Plus, right? See, we got the star. And yeah, I mean, I'm done. So... it was kind of a disappointing experience, and if you're worried, so I would say do New Game Plus if you really didn't do everything you wanted to in the very first playthrough, or if you just really love the game, you can do it, but don't expect, it's not going to be very long. It's not going to take a lot of effort. You could do a lot, but it was honestly almost nothing for me. And you know what? Let's go fight this dragon, because I don't believe I ever showed you guys. So maybe this will demonstrate exactly what I'm trying to show you here. So I am using verbatim the exact same, I think I've upgraded one piece of equipment, but I'm using basically the exact same equipment, the exact same build. Nothing has changed from my old playthrough to this one. All right. and this is on New Game Plus. And there we go. That's basically what the entire New Game Plus experience was for me. You are going to get, it's going to be easier to level up all your stuff to level 33, but the super boss was still so easy. I didn't really understand the point of the New Game Plus. I kind of wish they would revamp it in a different way. Now, this doesn't take away from my enjoyment of the game. This is, the initial playthrough is still incredible, but I personally found the New Game Plus to be disappointing. I just wanted a more, I don't know what I wanted. I was hoping, like, if they did something where there were different challenge modes you could turn on, like after you beat the game, you could use your playthrough, but you could like force all monsters to be strong. You could force Lumina caps on your characters. Like, obviously there's always self-imposed stuff, but I like it when the game imposes stuff. That way there is more of an objective measurement you could use with other players and discuss strategies, as opposed to I did this, I did that, I did this. But yeah, if you were thinking about doing New Game Plus, know that it's not going to take you very long. It's not that much harder. It's mostly a victory lap for people that have already beaten the game and just kind of want to re-see some cutscenes again. Like I haven't even been picking up this stuff. I don't even know if I can. Oh, I guess I can. So you get you don't have to re-earn that ability, it seems like. So you have all of your relationships maxed out. But yeah, that is all I have to say about New Game Plus. It was fine. I mean, whatever, you know. I just couldn't believe it took me 2 hours, if that. Like, I told my friend, maybe I'll try New Game Plus, and I'll just go through it pretty quick to get to the end game, because I want to know how hard the super boss is. And then within 2 hours, I was like, all right, done. I beat the game and beat the super boss. He's like, did they give you the ability to fly right away? I'm like, nope. I just skipped the cutscenes, and I just ran through the zones to the bosses. So it was, I one-shot everything in the entire game still. So I don't know. I don't know what the solution is there, but anyway, I kind of hope they release some DLC for this game that makes an additional playthrough really fun or exciting. Maybe a more challenging mode, but not a difficulty setting, but like tabs you could pick that will make expert mode plus or something. I think that could be a lot of fun if they consider it. Think about it. Anyway, that's all for today. Much love, Purplatypus is Purplatypus. I'll see you on the flip-flops. Bye! On the rise, watch the view.